Hey guys, it's Miss Stokes, and I am here today to give you your reading lesson for today. We are going to be focusing on retelling a fiction story, and we are going to use the strategy of the five finger retell. The five finger retell, we will describe the setting, which is where did the story take place, the characters, who all was in the story. We will talk about the problem in the story. We will talk about the events, the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story, and also the solution. How did they solve the problem in the story? And we're going to take a look at a book, and we are going to describe all of these elements of the story. This story is called Harry the Dirty Dog.
Harry the Dirty Dog by Jean Zion. Pictures by Margaret Bloy Graham. Performed by Jeff Gerner. Harry was a white dog with black spots who liked everything, except getting a bath. So one day, when he heard the water running in the tub, he took the scrubbing brush and buried it in the backyard. Then he ran away from home. He played where they were fixing the street and got very dirty. He played at the railroad and got even dirtier. He played tag with other dogs and became dirtier still. He slid down a coal chute and got the dirtiest of all. In fact, he changed from a white dog with black spots to a black dog with white spots. Although there were many other things to do, Harry began to wonder if his family thought that he had really run away. He felt tired and hungry too, so without stopping on the way, he ran back home. When Harry got to his house, he crawled through the fence and sat looking at the back door. One of the family looked out and said, "There's a strange dog in the backyard. By the way, has anyone seen Harry?" When Harry heard this, he tried very hard to show them he was Harry. He started to do all his old clever tricks. He flip-flopped, and he flop-flipped. He rolled over and played dead. He danced, and he sang. He did these tricks over and over again, but everyone shook their heads and said, "Oh no, it couldn't be Harry." Harry gave up and walked slowly toward the gate. But suddenly, he stopped. He ran to a corner of the garden and started to dig furiously. Soon, he jumped away from the hole, barking short, happy barks. He'd found the scrubbing brush, and carrying it in his mouth, he ran into the house. Up the stairs he dashed, with the family following close behind. He jumped into the bathtub and sat up begging, with the scrubbing brush in his mouth, a trick he certainly had never done before. "This little doggy wants a bath," cried the little girl, and her father said, "Why don't you and your brother give him one?" Harry's bath was the soapiest one he'd ever had. It worked like magic. As soon as the children started to scrub, they began shouting, "Mommy, Daddy, look, look, come quick! It's Harry, it's Harry, it's Harry!" they cried. Harry wagged his tail and was very, very happy. His family combed and brushed him lovingly, and he became, once again, a white dog with black spots. It was wonderful to be home. After dinner, Harry fell asleep in his favorite place, happily dreaming of how much fun it had been getting dirty. He slept so soundly, he didn't even feel the scrubbing brush he'd hidden under his pillow.
Now we are going to use the five finger retelling strategy to describe the elements of the story. So first, let's talk about this setting. Where did this story take place? This story took place at Harry's home in a town where he went around getting dirty, and also in Harry's backyard where he buried the brush, and also where his family had found him. Those are three of the settings of this story. Now let's talk about the characters in the story. Harry, the dog, and his family, the two children, and the mom and the dad. Those were the characters in the story. Now, the problem in the story. Harry was so dirty that his family didn't even recognize him in the backyard. That was the problem in this story. Now, let's talk about the events, the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. So, in the beginning, Harry took a brush, he took the scrubbing brush and buried it in the backyard and ran away. In the middle of the story, he went around town and got completely dirty. And finally, at the end, Harry's family gave him a bath and he was happy to be home. Now, lastly, let's talk about the solution to the problem. So let's go back to the problem here. The problem was Harry was so dirty that his family didn't recognize him. So the solution to that, Harry dug up the brush that he buried in the backyard and his family gave him a bath. And then they finally recognized that it was actually Harry and not a strange dog. So, guys, you guys can use this 5-finger retelling story to summarize or talk about one of your favorite fiction books. And remember, a fiction book is a book that is make believe, it is not real. So, use this 5-finger retelling strategy to tell me about your favorite story. See you guys later.